Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing a new what if. We all know the original first wish that Bulma wanted to grant with the Dragon Balls, wanting to have a boyfriend. But she ended up finding Yamcha. But what if things went down differently? What if Bulma wished for a boyfriend? In this timeline of events, Bulma did not find any interest with Yamcha and still wanted her first wish. And also, to make it happen, she's able to make her wish before Oolong, as this would bring a teenage Vegeta to Earth. How could this massive change affect the entirety of Dragon Ball as we know it? Also, I own a Discord server for anyone who wants to join and talk more about Dragon Ball with me and other viewers. Maybe give us some of your own ideas of what ifs, and maybe in the future I could do them. Check in the link in the description down below. Today's question of the video is from the Potara Monkey, and their question is, what is your favorite kind of technique? And I would have to say, there's a lot I could say. There's the instant transmission, Spirit Bomb. I know some people say like Kaioken, Ultra Instinct, those are techniques. And they aren't wrong, but I'm gonna think of mainly just attacks. Ooh, you know what I actually thought? My favorite technique is between two attacks from the same fighter, Galactic Donuts or the Ghost Kamikaze attack, both from Gotenks. I feel like one of those two techniques I like the most out of any, because they're just pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cool, pretty funny, especially the Ghost Kamikaze attacks, because they just look like, ghosts with your face on it. And that would be my answer for it. I feel like those two attacks are my favorite ones in the show. Third place would probably, I'll give it to like maybe the Spirit Bomb or the Spirit Ball with Yamcha. I just like Yamcha as a fighter. But yeah, thank you so much for your question, the Potara Monkey. If you want your question to possibly be featured in the next video, just comment on any question you want to ask me, whether it be Dragon Ball, person, or whatever, and be a chance for your question to be featured in the next video. Without further ado, let's dive into the first part of what if Bulma wished for a boyfriend. So before we get into the story, there will have to be a few minor tweaks to have the wish be taken in the first place. First one, when the gang meets Yamcha for the first time. Bulma would have to not have any interest with Yamcha, so her interaction with him would remain neutral instead of her falling in love with him. Even with that change, I still see Yamcha following the group as per normal. And when we get to the point where they get captured by the Pilaf gang and Goku becomes a great ape, we will say that Bulma this time around would manage to be able to make her wish for a boyfriend. After the wish is made, Shenron would transport Vegeta onto Earth. Yes, I know a lot of y'all would comment that Vegeta would have to say yes to be teleported to Earth, but let's just skip that over this time for this what if, as it is a what if story. Vegeta is confused on where he is as he looks around, not understanding what just happened. Bulma looks at this new boy, shocked to see that this is supposed to be her dream boyfriend that she wished for. Even though he looked small, around this time Vegeta is actually 16 years old, with Bulma also being 16. Vegeta will lose his train of thought as he looks over to see a giant ape destroying Pilaf's castle, knowing this to be a Saiyan. Seeing how the ape is out of control, he would go over to cut off the ape's tail, as in Goku would revert back into his normal size. He is quite shocked to find another Saiyan, but did recall a time where Raditz did talk about him having a younger baby brother sent off to a place called Earth. He would pick up Goku and fly towards the Earthling, asking them what planet they are on, as Bulma would tell him Earth. Then Bulma would yell out for him, saying he is supposed to be her boyfriend. This puts a puzzled yet red face on Vegeta, saying that he is a warrior and not her mate, as he would just fly away with Goku. Bulma would get very angry as Oolong would try to calm her down, but that wouldn't work. Yamcha would then point out that he did see that other kid having a tail just like Goku. Bulma was angry but also confused on why the dragon just brought some random kid to them rather than someone of her dreams. Oolong would joke, saying that maybe Shenron may have given her the person she was destined to be with. Hearing that, she took it seriously and would quickly want to return home and go back out there to find Goku and Vegeta. With the two, Vegeta finds a secluded place and put Goku down, covering him up since he doesn't have any clothes. He is very confused and begins to think to himself. He doesn't understand why or how he got sent here, but he is currently trapped here as he doesn't have a ship to leave, and the scouter he wore broke when he was teleported over here. He does look at Goku with anger, wondering why he hasn't completed his mission with destroying this planet, as he charges a ki blast right at him, but then he stops and thinks even deeper. Knowing that he is completely away from the Frieza Force, this could be his chance to possibly plan to overthrow him. He does seem some use to Goku. He could use this other Saiyan in his current situation, even if he's a low class Saiyan. Some time would pass and eventually Goku would wake up, very lost, and when he looks around, he questions where he is and where everyone has gone. Once he sees Vegeta, he would point out how he has a tail as well, just like him, but quickly realize that his own tail is gone. Vegeta would tell him that he cut it off since he was out of control in his great ape form. Goku would begin to wonder what he is talking about and would ask about his friends and who he is. Vegeta explains how he left them once he figured out that Goku was a Saiyan. This puzzles Goku, saying he doesn't know what he is talking about. Vegeta begins to put it together with the fact that Goku doesn't know what a Saiyan is or his great ape form, and even the fact that Goku doesn't sound like a Saiyan name. Vegeta explains everything to Goku, telling him about the Saiyan race, the events of planet Vegeta's destruction, their great ape forms, and the Emperor Frieza. This is a lot for Goku to take in, as he falls down with tears coming out of his eyes, realizing that he killed Grandpa Gohan. Vegeta yells at him to quit whining, as he cannot have a Saiyan being this weak, and he will make him grow stronger with beating him painfully, so he grows stronger with each time he heals. Goku is confused, but then Vegeta would strike him with one blow and Goku is already knocked out. With some estimates, we can have Vegeta's power level to be roughly at 10,000 as a kid, but right now he is in his teenage years, so I would say 12,000 would be a safe bet, even though it is considered weak, but at this point in the story, it is more than enough to one-tap almost any threat in the Dragon Ball series. Vegeta does get annoyed at how weak Goku is, so he does have a lot of time to kill till then, as he would just go around to gather food and anything useful to them. With Bulma going back out to look for Vegeta and Goku, I would say it would take around a few months until one day, while venturing out, she sees a significant destruction over some mountains, as she would see two kids fighting and realize that it is both Goku and Vegeta. She would land nearby and jump out yelling at Vegeta for just getting up and leaving. She would look over to Goku and see how beat up he is, and ask what he is doing to him. Vegeta told her that he was making him stronger, as they have an important fight to prepare for. Bulma doesn't care, as she grows more angry at him, yelling that she spent so much time gathering the Dragon Balls and risking her life to get a boyfriend, and Shenron gives her this random little rude boy. Vegeta would look away as he blushes a little, as he does find her attractive, and for an Earthling, he does see that she is strong in her own way. Bulma sees this and calms down a little, but she explains that whatever he is doing to Goku, it will not be good for him, as he could die like this, and would invite them both over to stay at her place. Vegeta is against it at first, but then his stomach would grumble, and Bulma would ask if he has a huge appetite like Goku does, and says that her place has as much food as you could want. Vegeta looks away, but does follow her back to his vehicle. They would all head back to the Capsule Corp, and Bulma will have Goku checked out and taken care of to treat his injuries. With that, Bulma and Vegeta would have some time together, while he eats, and she starts to see how similar both Vegeta and Goku are. She would ask questions about Vegeta and learns everything, with him and Goku being an alien, where they came from, and even Frieza as well. Vegeta explains that they need to be strong to defeat Frieza, and the only way is if he becomes the legendary Super Saiyan. Bulma would then suggest he begins training like Goku does. Vegeta scoffs at the idea, saying he is much stronger than Goku without ever having to train. But then Bulma explains that they both have very different experiences and lifestyle, with Vegeta having to fight strong aliens during his life, and Goku having a relatively peaceful life, but he does train to grow himself stronger in his own way, saying that Goku would be considered extraordinary compared to most people on this planet. Hearing that, Vegeta does note that Goku's fighting style was interesting. It made him have to try a little bit more harder with sparring with Goku. This does give him some thoughts about a different approach with trying to gain strength. He does also tell Bulma that the gravity of this planet seems a lot weaker compared to their home planet, or any other planets he has been to. This gives Bulma an idea and says that she could help them train, but he has to promise not to seriously injure Goku anymore, while she gives him a very stern look. Vegeta stares back at her, almost breaking with seeing the fierceness in her eyes. He would look away and say that he will try to. Bulma laughs, calling him cute, saying it would take some time while her and her father would try to build this machine. Vegeta looks away, having his head all red from being called cute. He would go walk around the building, thinking to himself what his plan is, if Bulma could really help him and Goku to get strong, and if training would actually work. He does wonder what these Dragon Balls are, and who is Shenron, as he is supposed to be the one who brought him over to this planet. A lot is running through his mind, until his thought process are broken by hearing Goku calling out for anyone. Vegeta comes by telling him where they are. Goku is excited as he wants to see Bulma. Going around the building, they would find her, and Bulma is glad to see that Goku is doing okay. Goku would ask about his grandpa's Dragon Ball, but quickly learns about the news of it dispersing after she made her wish, and that it would be a few more months until they could go find it, but she does hand him back his power pole. Vegeta would ask about these Dragon Balls, and Bulma would explain it to be magical orbs that when you collect all 7 of them, they would grant you any wish. Vegeta is shocked about this, but Bulma says that he better not think of anything bad to wish for. She does tell him that the gravity room he is asking for may take some time to build, so she would remind Goku about Master Roshi and that they could go over to him and train under him. Goku would think of it as a good idea, as Vegeta's way of getting strong isn't the best. Vegeta giving him an angry look, saying that he doesn't need someone else to train them as they are Saiyans. But once he looks over to Bulma, he gets that same feeling again as he turns around saying fine, they could go see what he has to offer. Goku would get excited as he tells Vegeta to follow him. Once they get outside, he would call over his flying Nimbus and gets on it, telling Vegeta he can get on it as well as long as he is pure of heart. But Vegeta rejects it, stating that he could fly, which shocks Goku, and he would ask him to teach him that one day, as it would be cool to fly on his own. They would travel and end up finding Kame House, but once they land there, they are shocked to see Master Roshi already training 2 people, Yamcha and Krillin. Yamcha is glad to see Goku again as he didn't know what had happened to him, but is happy that he is okay. Master Roshi would greet Goku, glad to be seeing him again, and would greet Vegeta as well, but is trying his hardest to keep his calm composure as Roshi can feel Vegeta's massive ki, and it is something out of this world, and he knows not even with everyone together could they even stand a chance against Vegeta. And that's where we're going to leave it off for now. Tell me how y'all think about the first part and how it did with the Emperor Pilaf saga. What could have Vegeta learned from Master Roshi when he is hundreds of times stronger than him? With someone at this level of strength, what benefits could he have for the Earthling fighters? How would the fact that Goku knows everything about his past much earlier on affect him later on? What could have happened differently? Leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. If you are interested and enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be alerted whenever I post another part. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next part. See ya!